This episode of the Going In Dry podcast is brought to you by Rabbi Rosenstein's DIY at-home circumcision kit. When being uncut just won't cut it. L'chaim! Sup, you fucking cucks? It's the Going In Dry podcast, episode 3. We've made it to the third one, yay. Let's celebrate. This is going to be exciting. Koriwa nandesu ka is what you may be asking yourself if you're a Japanese person. This is a podcast where me, Chad, famous rock star, lead singer of the band Glass Lungs, I talk about a bunch of random shit that I feel like is entertaining. And if you like it, then that's cool. But really, I'm just doing this for myself because I'm selfish. As I sip my coffee here. Alright. So what have you guys been up to lately? I hope you're enjoying yourselves. You know what I've been doing? I decided that I'm gonna start watching more cam girls and amateur pornography because I'm sure you're very excited to hear all of this shit. It gives you a little insight into my personal life. I feel like occasionally you need to take a break from the more extreme. It doesn't even have to be pornography necessarily, but you know, once you've been, I don't know, partaking in something that you enjoy a lot, you can find yourself after a while needing a more extreme fix, perhaps. And then you just keep on, you keep on, in this instance, you keep watching more extreme shit and eventually become desensitized. And that's where you get into the whole addiction aspect of the whole situation. So I decided I'm going to go back to basics. It's a more simpler time when I was like 12 or 13. Actually, the first porn I ever watched was two girls. It was two girls. Jenna Jameson was in it, if you remember her. She ain't looking so good now. But back in the day, that was my jam. That was my jam. So I've been doing that a lot lately, watching a lot of cam girls. I feel like it's good to support your local cam girl. I don't know how you would know they're local, but whichever one you prefer, whichever one that you're a fan of, because they work hard, really putting themselves out there. One thing I noticed though is that they all, or like the majority of them, have cats, and the fucking cat always finds its way in the video when they're like, they'll be flicking away at the bean, and then a fucking tabby cat will jump up on the couch, but it's like I can't. It kind of breaks my concentration, is what I'm getting at here. I can't. Once an animal, once a pet enters the frame, I can't finish with that shit going on. I feel like you're dipping your toes into bestiality territory if that doesn't distract you at all. Kind of it I don't know, kind of kind of kills it for me when I'm trying to reach the climax, and I'm like, jerking it, getting all into it, and I'm about to spurt, and the cat disrupts the whole situation. That's what I sound like when I jizz. If you didn't already know, most of you don't. I sound like the fucking grape stomp lady. Remember the grape stomp lady on the news clip, the viral clip? God, that was such a classic. That's a classic clip. Hit me with that grape stomp lady sound. Go, 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 God damn. I might break that out at some point if I ever decide that I want to have relations with women again. that shit would be hilarious. I wonder if would it stop the whole thing? You think, or would it? Especially if it's like a one night stand where the chick doesn't really care about you all that much. Probably would. Probably would. I would imagine it would probably fuck up the whole evening for her. Imagine being known for what the grape lady is known for, though. That would have to suck, I would imagine. I would imagine. I would imagine. Just like your most embarrassing moment of your life captured on captured on tape, and then you then you just it fucking blows up, and then that's all people. That's what you're famous for. That's where you get your 15 minutes from. God, that would be fucking awful. I'm trying to think of my most embarrassing moment and what would happen to me if it was caught on video and went viral. I don't know. I feel like I have like pretty typical embarrassing moments. Nothing really stands out. Although I did puke on a subway platform one time. Luckily, no one was around. It was like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning on like a Saturday. Yeah, if I was known as like the puke guy, the subway puke guy, that wouldn't be fun. I'd be pretty upset. Apparently, she got like really depressed over the whole situation, which is understandable. Uh, Even though it did bring a lot of people joy. I think it did. So at least maybe she can take some solace in her pain, bringing people joy. But it's like if she died, it wouldn't be as funny. It'd be a little funny though. Not as funny though. The fact that she's okay now is it makes it all right. You can laugh at it then, right? I'm not too big of a monster. I'm gonna go back to the sex talk again. We were talking about the royal we, um, about my weird sexual proclivities, as it were. Um, and this just popped in my head, and I thought I would give you a window into my sex life. One of the funnier moments. What I call this embarrassing? I'm trying to tie both of these things together here. Eh, Not so much embarrassing. Just it was one of those shameful moments. You're like, why the fuck am I here? Anyway, I get drunk. I end up going home with this girl, and we're all into it. And sober Chad would have not been in this situation at all. Not, I mean, I would not have even given it a second thought. I would have pieced out once the proposition was laid out there. But I was with this girl, and as I was going down on this chick, she was giving me like super clinical directions. Like, oh, like the naming all the parts of her vag, but like the actual, like the labia majora and shit. Why am I telling you this? But I was like, it was so fucking weird. She was like a super feminist, I think. But is that what feminists do? It's like you're taking all the sexiness out of it. Like, what if I told some? If I was like if I was making sex talk with some chick and she's like blowing me, and I'm like, yeah, put my testicles in your mouth, lick them testes. It's not hot. It's not hot. It's like, what the fuck am I eating you out, or am I giving you like a goddamn gynecological exam? What the fuck is going on here? I've had a couple of those moments. The walk of shame moments. Guys can have the walk of shame. It's not discriminate. It is hits us all at some point, at one point or another. I wouldn't call it a rock bottom moment, but I wasn't proud of it. I didn't tell my, well, I did tell some friends about it just because it was funny. Maybe it's not completely regrettable if you can find some comedy in the whole situation. I don't know. But I just thought I would immortalize that situation on online in podcast form uh, till the end of time. That's gonna be out there. I'm not running for office, by the way, ever. I can't run for president for another few years, right? So I don't think my mind's gonna change that much. And even if it did, like how I'd have to get started now. I'd have to become like a community leader person. I don't see that happening. I don't think people could look at me, the people of my community could like look at me and think that I have control of even, just my life in general, let alone an entire, section of fucking New York. There would not be much faith placed on me, which is unfortunate because I think I'm a good listener. I feel like I have a lot of empathy. You know, I think I could do a good job if I put my mind to it. I could be anything I want when I grow up. That's what they tell you. Yeah. But as you may know, as you may have heard, I talked about in the previous two episodes, I'm going to the great land of the rising sun in April. It's in about, let's see, when the fuck am I? A little over 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm gonna be going to Japan, and you might want to know, Chad, are you gonna record your episodes there? Uh, Fucking no. I'm gonna be enjoying my vacation. I need to get the fuck out of this city. It's driving me crazy. No, I'm somewhat joking around it. God damn it! I really need to start remembering to turn the volume off on this fucking phone. Um, I might record an episode or two, like an extra special long episode, and by then I'll have like proper equipment, so there will be video. Maybe I'll do like a little video tour of things that I'm going to see when I go there on my crazy gaijin adventure across this beautiful country. So yeah, I might do one or two while I'm there. I'm gonna be there for about a month. Most of the time, I'm just gonna be fucking not doing shit, enjoying myself, eating Japanese food, partaking in the culture, um, looking at Mount Fuji because I guess you can't climb it during that time of the year. It's unsafe, and I don't want to get trapped on a mountain and starve to death. Would not be an ideal way to go. But yeah, look forward to the Chad in Japan special episodes. Like I said, probably I'll do two. I'll do two of them. Should be fun. Um, Another thing about the show that I've been thinking about, because with each episode, I want it to be better and better. I want to improve. I want to learn. I want to grow. As this thing kind of chugs along here, very very slowly. This arduous journey of doing a fucking show by yourself in your bedroom. Um, will I ever have guests on? Because a lot of podcasts, at least occasionally they'll have a guest on or two. Uh, yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to do that. I'm like I said, mentioned earlier. I'm in a band. I'm in band Glass Lungs. I'd like to have some of my guys from the band come on here. I think that could be fun. Uh, and then we could talk about the band, talk about the music. Make a lot of horrible jokes that are usually reserved for us in the band Vanny DeVito, as we like to call it. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I like to have guests. I don't have Joe Rogan clout yet, and I might not ever have that. Wouldn't that be something? If like 10 years from now, I'm like interviewing fucking Obama or something. So what's in the news? What's in the news lately? A lot of things. It's been a very busy couple of weeks. Um, I mean, it's not like happy news. Uh, at least a good portion of it. We got a lot of sexual assaults, assaulters, pedophiles, and they all did it. I think we know that. We know that. We can, just use your brain, just logically. R. Kelly. Oh, he did that shit. I don't know if there's really even anything else to say. R. Kelly fucking did that shit. We all knew it. We've known it for years. I mean, we've all known that he's had a thing for young girls, at least, very young girls. He was banging Aaliyah. We all know that. She made a song about it. What was he, like 25 and she was 15 or something? Jesus Christ. And there are other stories about him, getting with young girls. There's that video of him peeing on a young girl. So it's about time. It's probably about damn time he got caught for something. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, all these ladies coming out saying that he like basically kind of brainwashed them and kidnapped them in his mansion. Wouldn't let them eat unless they asked for food or something. They couldn't leave, or it's like they had to ask permission for everything, and basically had them trapped. I wonder if he kept them trapped in the closet. That'd be kind of ironic, wouldn't it? Is that funny? I don't know. It's off the top of my head. But yeah, he did it. I think we can, especially after that interview. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't so much that he got angry during the interview, because I can understand somebody, like, say, hypothetically, that he didn't do it, which isn't true. We all know that he fucking did that shit. But, like, just hypothetically, say, he didn't. I mean, it makes sense it would make sense for him to, like, kind of be pissed about all of this. Maybe it's not the best reaction to have on this, when you're giving an interview, to blow up like that, but you can see it if, like, an innocent person. People react differently to accusations. But it wasn't really so much that. It's that his reaction. It's not so much that. It's I don't know. It just rang as false to me. It seemed like he was acting, and I feel like this is like every person ever says. I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character. And I feel like, yeah, there are tells, there were little tells. There was just the way, things seem rehearsed or just how it played out. Didn't seem genuine to me. And then plus there was that whole thing with they also interviewed his two live-in girlfriends who are currently with him. One of them is pretty young, but of age. And the other one is a little older, I guess. And then they were defending him. And from what I heard from the interviewer, Gail King, she said that the whole time she was interviewing these two girls, apparently R. Kelly was just like close by. He was like listening in, and like occasionally would be like would like clear his throat or cough just to let them know that he was listening to what the fuck they were saying. Now, if that isn't creepy as shit, then I don't know what is. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Motherfucker did that shit, and we all know it. So I think that's all I'm going to say about him. But I think I mean there's some people who have an attachment and defend him, but it's not like he was. I don't know. There was always something weird about him that was off, you know. And I wouldn't consider him like I don't think most people saw him as like this beloved figure. Now, like Michael Jackson, as we segue into the Michael Jackson story, very smoothly, might I add. Uh, Jacko did that shit too. As much as I hate to admit it, I don't want to. I don't want Michael Jackson to be a pedophile. But he fucking did it, man. He fucking did it. He was fucked up. I'm not making excuses for him, but you know he was fucked up, and he molested these kids. He did. He did. As much as it hurts me to say that this shit was true, he definitely did it. And God damn it. Damn it. Fucking Thriller. I can't sing his songs karaoke. My karaoke career is finished. Can't do fucking Billie Jean. Billie Jean, god damn it. God. Shit. Can't sing Billie Jean anymore. You know how much I love singing that fucking song? How long is it gonna how long is it gonna take for people to be able to sing Billie Jean? In the age of the internet, I don't think you'll ever be able to again. I mean, look how big the Beatles were, and John Lennon were, or is. I mean, you know, still is. And then and within at least past few years or whatever, online, whenever John Lennon's brought up, they always talk about him beating his wife, his first wife. And that shit happened, what, in the 70s? So if John Lennon can't escape that shit during the age of the internet, he's fucking dead. I don't think MJ will either. I just it's not looking good. Not looking good. Obviously, the not being able to sing or play his music anymore pales in comparison to the pain that these children suffered, or then these men now still suffer. God damn it, I really want to sing Billie Jean. Fuck. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, probably rape those kids. Probably rape those kids. So that's done. MJ's done. That's okay, though. We still have Prince. I guess I'm going to have to buy more Prince records. All I got is 1999. That's kind of a standard one to have. Prince is dead too. Jesus Christ. He was a weird guy. I mean, he got some shit for being kind of eccentric, but at least he didn't rape no kids, And he could play multiple instruments. Not much of a dancer, I guess, but didn't rape kids. So, damn it. It's just, it's kind of upsetting. I think that it's not really upsetting to me as an adult. It's more upsetting to like me as a kid. Like everybody loved Michael Jackson when they were kids. It's just kind of the funny thing. It's like just kind of like destroys that part of your childhood. All those years you enjoyed listening to Michael Jackson on the radio, watching his music videos. It's all gone. It's tainted. It's tainted. And let's talk about something a little lighter, I guess. that one bitch, that dumb bitch that almost got eaten by a jaguar. Oh, that shit was fucking hilarious. Don't you love seeing just like, I mean, I don't want anybody to die or get, nobody like, maybe like Hitler, he deserved to die. Dictators, horrible dictators and warlords and shit, they deserve to die. Serial killers, they deserve to die. But it's just funny seeing stupid people get their comeuppance when you do something stupid. And this chick was like on her phone trying to take a selfie at the zoo. She got way too close to the cage with the jaguar in it, and she got fucked up. She got her, what was it? They clawed her arm or something. Really fucked up her arm. That's It's pretty funny. Pretty funny to me. I think we're gonna see. It's gonna be like an epidemic of dumb people getting seriously hurt or maimed, or like just falling off cliffs in the fucking Grand Canyon while trying to take selfies. That's gonna be like the new. Because before, I don't know if you've ever heard of like the Darwin Awards. Um, I remember a teacher we had in I think it was high school brought the Darwin Awards to my attention, and just all these stories of people dying in hilariously dumb ways that could have been completely avoided had they, not been dumb and shit. So that's gonna be like, there aren't really gonna be any creative ways that stupid people are going to, you know, kick the bucket. It's all gonna be selfie related or phone related in the future. So it'll get kind of old fast in a way because you just know what's gonna happen. Just some idiot looking at their phone, not paying attention to their surroundings, and they fucking die. You get killed. I wonder if I guess we could play some bets on it. What will be like the prevailing cause? Will it be like will it be like zoos? Will we get a lot of people getting like eaten up by wild cats? Maybe a lot more car accidents. Maybe that's not as fun to talk about though, because other people could get hurt. That's why. Smart people. We need, this might be a good thing to prevent the idiocracy if it hasn't already begun. Just to like put a fucking some kind of barrier up to prevent the onslaught of just idiotic children from growing into adulthood and spreading their seed. This could be it. This could be, maybe phones are a blessing and a curse, because on one hand it kind of it turns people into these narcissistic assholes who have some like weird pseudo sexual relationship with a device that they look at. It's in their pocket all day. On one hand, you have that, which sucks, but it could potentially weed out all of the fucking mongoloids that are among us that you may not know they exist. They're like the fucking I just saw Captain Marvel not too long ago. They're like the scroll. You don't know they're there. Could be anybody. Could be a little some lady on the train. Could be a little kid at the beach. You don't know. Could be your neighbor, teacher, your boss. But the phone could ultimately end up being our saving grace and get rid of all these fucking idiots. I hope so. That's one thing I've been trying to crack down on is the looking at my phone so much. As I scroll through my show notes on my phone. But that's okay. I mean, that's not a big deal. It's more, you want to. I just want to crack down on how much I look at social media. That's why I deleted my Facebook. Fuck it. You don't need that. And I think it did make me happier. Fucking looking at Facebook, open up a tab to look at Facebook while you're on Facebook. You ever do that shit? It's like it makes you dumber the longer you use it. I think there's something to be said for that, social media making you more stupid the longer you use it, or just like unaware. You lose like certain parts of your, not lose certain parts of your brain, but you know what the fuck I mean. Like there are parts of your brain that are not firing. You know, when you're just observing fucking images all day and bright colors, you're losing. You're it's just like one side of your brain is just like smoothing out. I think there's something to it. I'm not a doctor, and like I said before, I didn't go to college. But I like listening to smart people talk on other podcasts that are much more popular than mine. And I think, and I research things, so I think I have somewhat of an idea. But some of this stuff we don't know the full extent because it's new. It's very new. Like I enjoy vaping. There's another check mark on the douchebag checklist. But I'm sorry, I quit smoking and I vape. It's something I'm trying to quit also at some point. But that's the thing. We don't know exactly the full extent of what this does. There have been studies that have shown that it really has no effect. But, you know, what's it take? Like a decade? 2 decades before you find out you got the black lung? But I don't know. I don't cough when I wake up, so I feel like it's probably not that bad. I'll be all right. But it's something I want to quit too, just for the monetary reasons. You know, I don't want to spend money on this shit. It's kind of like spending money on stuff that's like so finite. I mean, everything's finite, I guess, but it's like it's instantaneously finite. It's like drinking beer. You're just gonna piss it out half hour later. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess you need some vices. I don't have much. This is really it. I'm not a man whore like I used to be. It's all I got. It's all I have in my life that brings me enjoyment. Alright, what's next in the fucking news? This isn't really news. And I guess this would be considered like gossip, which I'm not a big gossip guy. I don't like TMZ. I don't like fucking Access, whatever the fuck. But I don't know. It's just it's confounding to me. That dude from SNL, Pete Davidson, keeps bagging these fucking dimes. I mean, I honestly, it's impressive. But damn, that guy must have one hell of a personality. Fuck me. First, I mean, you may disagree. You may not think Ariana Grande is gorgeous, and that she has the body of a 12-year-old. All the better, I say. Oh yeah. I'm getting into R. Kelly territory now. But no, she's very pretty. Obviously, you gotta admit she's prettier than him by a fucking mile. And now what's it? Kate Beckinsale. So I heard they're going out. She's fucking gorgeous. How is it she's like 45 years old and she looks younger than him? It's all that weed smoke. Yes, I tell you, it's the weed smoke takes a toll on you. I don't know. Yeah, he's not a great looking guy. I mean, he's funny. He must be fucking hilarious. But you know, I am not I do not envy him. I do not envy any man for one, because that's stupid. That's a waste of time. Don't envy people. Even if they don't deserve what they got and they get handed shit, whatever. Doesn't matter. Has no effect on me. Focus on you. Do you. But I do not envy him. You know, I'm happy for the guy. He's obviously someone who's going through some shit, suffers from, depression. But he knows how to sweet talk a beautiful woman. Fuck. No, I'm happy for the guy. And that just shows me, if I ever get famous for some reason, or, relatively famous, I should be able to get me a goddamn Victoria's Secret model. Right? I mean, if we're going by, the Pete Davidson chart, the graph, if that lines up with an Ariana Grande or a Kate Beckinsale, then I must line up with something fucking amazing. Olivia Munn. I'm still holding out hope. Still holding out hope for Olivia Munn relationship. I still remember the day I met her. I met her at a book signing. She told me I was sexy. That got me through like a solid, 10 years. Just like, that was quite the ego boost. She could have been lying, of course, but I choose to believe that she wasn't. Because it made me feel good. It's always nice when you get a compliment from an attractive woman. Most of the compliments, it's kind of funny. Whenever I've been with a who many would consider a hot girl or a hot woman, I feel like most of the time when they compliment me, it's like cute, like you're cute. But when I've been with girls who are maybe not that great looking, most of them said I was hot. Aside from, Olivia Munn, of course, she's fucking a 10 in my book. Even though, putting numbers on people is kind of douchey, but whatever. I don't care if women rate me a -6. I don't give a fuck. But it's kind of funny. So hot girls think I'm cute, and the less fortunate looking ones think I'm hot. So I'm guessing I'm like somewhere in between there. I'm cool with that, I consider myself very lucky. Now, at least at this point in my life, at this ripe old age of 30, I can, I can look at other people's situations and be like, damn, that dude is very unfortunate looking. Feel bad for him. And then, appreciate what I got, what I was born with. Would have liked a bigger dick, though. I would have liked to have been born with a larger penis. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. It definitely gets the job done. I'm proud of the guy. For the most part, he hasn't fucked me over too many times. Just occasionally. It would have been nice. Would have been nice if, just maybe an inch or two would have been okay. But I'm happy. It's perfectly adequate. There's nothing wrong with it, other than getting the fucking skin chopped off it when I was a baby. That shit sucks. Fucking. Maybe that's when my hate for religion really started. No, I mean I don't hate religion, but maybe my dislike for religion. That's when it started, when they chopped off the tip of my dick. Why do they gotta do that? Why? It's kind of amazing that a religion, an ancient religion, had that much staying power. That in 1988, convinced a bunch of parents to chop off their kids' foreskin. It's like, what the fuck? There's a lot of misinformation going on around that time, as it pertains to, being cut or uncut. And we're not even Jewish. My family's not Jewish. What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to put too much blame on my parents. because, like I said, there was some lies going around about it being a healthier option. So stupid. My kid will not be, if I have one, which I might. I'm thinking about it. I still have to find somebody who will take my seed and help me raise the fucking thing. But no, I'm not getting my kid cut. Not happening. If he wants to do it one day when he's an adult and he can make up his own mind, then go ahead, go to town. I say. But no, don't chop off your kid's foreskin, please. Completely unnecessary. It's just stupid. I mean, people always talk about, uh, there's a big debate about bodily autonomy nowadays. Well, I guess it's been going on for decades and decades. But so what about the kid who has no say in that? I mean, children aren't, maybe by law they're considered property up until a certain age, but kids are property. They're not your thing. You don't get to chop off their dicks or a piece of their dick. That's my rant for today. That's my men's rights rant for today. I'm an egalitarian, okay? Yes, I can pronounce words that have more than one or two syllables. What else? Oh, did anyone see that stupid fucking Nike commercial with Serena Williams? Anybody see that fucking thing? So retarded. I hate how, and this just shows what I'm all what Nike's all about. They're all about publicity and shit. I mean, I have no issue with like the Kaepernick thing. Like I think he was completely within his rights to do whatever the fuck. I don't care. But as far as Nike goes, the company, I don't fucking trust them. They're a company. They're $1 billion company. I don't trust them. Like when they put out an ad that concerns, an issue, a hot button topic, I don't give a fuck what they gotta say. But so there was this Serena Williams commercial that was basically tying her whole hissy fit that she threw during that one match when she was losing or whatever, and like yelling at the umpire, berating them. And they kind of tie that to like some whole feminist movement thing. Like, basically, when people call you crazy ladies, they're just threatened by your power and your strength, your independence. Be crazy. Just fucking do it. It's like, it's so stupid. It's like, what are you trying to propose, that if a man had done the same thing, that he would not be chastised for it? He would not be made fun of for throwing a fucking tantrum? Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't that John McEnroe's entire fucking career? That dude got so much shit. People still hate him for his attitude. And then you get mad because we criticize you. Why? Because you have a vag. You got. It's like, no, that's equality. True equality is we give you shit just like we give the guys shit. And if you can't handle it, if you want to admit that you are too delicate to take the criticisms that are laid upon you, then get the fuck out the game. I was gonna say get out. You can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen. But I didn't want that misconstrued as like some misogynistic, stance. I have no. I do not hate women at all. I do not hate women, nor do I love them. I treat people on a person by person basis. That's how I am now. I used to be obsessed with women. I used to, put the pussy on a pedestal, as they say. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. I can't stand guys. Well, I can stand them. I can tolerate them. But, I don't respect them. when they're just like, women are God's greatest creation. They're just so amazing. It's like, no, they're not. They're people. They are fallible human beings with problems, with flaws. There is no perfect person. So I don't put anybody on a pedestal. You're all people. You're all shitty fucking people that I don't like. Until I get to know you. Maybe you're cool. Maybe I want to hang with you. No, I have a few. There are a few girls out there, a few women, a few ladies who I consider good friends, who I respect. But I got to know them just like any other person. There are plenty of dudes that I can't fucking stand being around, and there are plenty of cunts out there that I don't like. Oh wait, I have to be equal. I have to be equal. There are plenty of cunts, and there are plenty of assholes. There we go. Asshole isn't really a gendered insult, I guess. But I don't know. You don't really hear women being called assholes a lot, which they should be, because there are a lot of them. But yeah, that commercial sucked. They actually played that. I'd seen it on TV, and I could not roll my eyes hard enough. But yeah, they played it before Captain Marvel, which seemed a little strategic. Not so thinly veiled. A little empowerment message. Stupid. I actually enjoyed Captain Marvel, though. I thought it was a pretty good superhero movie. A lot of people are giving it shit because of Brie Larson's comments, which, some of what she said was kind of silly. I don't really understand it. I mean, I understand being concerned with the fact that, hey, there aren't, very many women in a certain position. You know, in this instance, it's movie critics. Majority of the men, which is said like close to 70% are of movie critics are men, or top movie critics. And she could have gone a different way with this. I think that's the key to a lot of these issues. You can take some information and you can go positive or you can go negative. You can go high or you can go low. She could have said something really like empowering and strong, like, and encouraging more girls to get into film journalism or whatever. But like, yes, girls, let's do it. Get out there and start writing movie reviews. Start making videos. Put them on fucking YouTube. Start whatever. She could have gone that route. She didn't really. I mean, she instead decided, which I thought was kind of weird, that she used this example. She said that she used the movie A Wrinkle in Time as an example, because that movie didn't get very good reviews. And she said that she didn't want to hear the opinions of white male movie critics when it came to the movie A Wrinkle in Time, because it was, quote, not made for them. And I just think that's stupid. I think that's a cop-out just opinion. I just don't. It's like if the movie should stand on its own regardless of. I mean, obviously, you can make a movie that's targeted towards a certain demographic, but if it's a good fucking movie, if the quality is there overall, it's not going to matter who's in it or who it's targeted towards. There's a movie I really love, which I don't know. I was just thinking about it this past Oscar season because I just wasn't that thrilled with the Oscars this year. A little movie called Moonlight. Remember Moonlight? Love that movie. Great movie. And I am neither gay nor black, nor have I done crack. But the movie is just fucking good. It's just a fucking high quality movie. It doesn't matter which way you fucking look at it. It's a goddamn good movie. So the movie should stand on its own merits. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie, Mrs. Larson. But I don't. I mean, there are a lot of people who I felt like took a little overboard and like hated her and were like spewing lots of venom her way. But I mean, I can understand thinking what she said is silly and maybe a little misguided. I don't know if she um, took back a little bit what she said. It might have been, in the heat of the moment. She didn't really think it through. We all have those moments. Maybe her heart was in the right place, I guess. I don't. I mean, I wouldn't hate her for it. I feel like that's a lot of wasted energy to hate somebody for something silly they said. I mean, if a movie, if the movie can be completely made by women, for women, completely female cast, if it's a good goddamn movie, I will pay the $20 or whatever. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. So that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I'm a pretty big superhero movie guy. Um, a lot of people are kind of bagging on superhero movies now because there's like, I mean, they always bring up that term superhero movie fatigue because people are getting sick of them. I don't know. Infinity War was the shit. If you haven't seen that, even if you haven't seen the other ones, it's just a good fucking movie. That might be the best one. Captain Marvel was not really necessarily the best one, but I feel like after the events of Infinity War, no spoilers, I won't spoil it. I feel like it wasn't bad to have something a little lighter. And there was a little swerve in there around the middle of the movie that I enjoyed. I'm not like extremely familiar with the Captain Marvel comics, so I didn't see that coming. If that's part of the whatever, one of the storylines. But yeah, if you like comic book movies, I would say check it out. I mean, fucking, it's entertaining. But take my opinion with a grain of salt, I guess. I'm a little more forgiving than a lot of people when it comes to film. I don't know. I just think I tend to look at the positives and kind of forget about the negatives a lot of the time. It's just like if the positives of the movie impact me more than the negatives and the flaws, I have a tendency to give it a pass. I mean, who knows? Maybe like years from now, I'll be like, man, that movie sucked, the fat dick. I don't know, but I enjoyed it. What else is there? What else is there to talk about today? Now that you know that I'm a giant nerd, I like comic book films. Yeah, I like comic book films. I like pro wrestling. And I like sports too. And Lady Gaga. I'm a big fan. I'm just a big old fucking weird ass just mix of all these likes. You're never gonna. I think Dave Chappelle had a good joke once where he's like, "You're never gonna find, you're never gonna find a person who likes exactly the same shit as you do. That's just not gonna happen." I don't know if I'll ever. I don't know if I'll find somebody who's both an NBA fan, Marvel Comics fan, or just comic book fan in general. Pro wrestling fan, Lady Gaga fan. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That would be nice though. That'd be nice. I mean, I don't want to find somebody exactly like me. That'd be boring. But no, there has to be somebody. Has to be somebody who enjoys the shit that I like, because god damn it, I am sick and tired of constantly being interested in the shit that my friends like and them completely ignoring anything that I enjoy. Come to the goddamn concert with me, god damn it. Come see a movie. I see your shit. Well, I mean, I haven't in a while. I used to fucking feign interest in things that I didn't really like that much when I first moved to the city. Just like feigning interest in, or I don't know. I mean, I was giving it a shot. I gave a lot of the hipster scene a shot when I first moved to New York City. The music, their little DIY indie rock and weird experimental music scene. I gave it a shot. I gave that so many. I was went to see what was that fucking band? It was that goddamn hipster band. They're like the biggest one. Um, Gosh, son of a bitch. Animal Collective. Animal Collective. That was the band. I gave them a shot. I went to see them like 2 times. Man, they're not bad. They're fine, whatever. But I haven't listened to them in like fucking 6 years. No, 5 years. Yeah, like 5 years, I guess. Yeah, but see, that was stuff like I have a tendency to become interested and kind of engaged with things that my friends enjoy, but I don't see any goddamn reciprocation. So that's why ultimately I just, and it's not everybody can do this. I understand. It's not always fun for people, but I decided, I'm just gonna, god damn it, I decided that I'm just gonna do things on my own terms, because that's just relying on people to show up, especially now that I'm no longer college aged. I don't know. People don't want to fucking do. I know that people don't want to do things because I don't want to fucking do shit. No, I don't want to fucking go to your thing, but it's kind of tough because I also have this band, and it's like, you want to come to my show? No, I actually have some beautiful friends who have come to some of our shows, and I cannot thank them enough. If you are listening, I love you all. Um, not just for coming to our shows, but just for being beautiful people. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of become a bit of more of a loner. I've always been somewhat of a loner, but that's kind of pushed me over the edge. It's like, why am I doing all this? Why am I making all this effort to be interested in things that I don't give a fuck about? The only reason I care is because my friends care. Because I'm such a good guy. God damn it. I want to support my friends. This becomes, it's kind of what I've noticed about these episodes about myself is that I start out super wacky, and then eventually as the things get towards the end, it becomes like a therapy session. I start revealing more and more of the Chad puzzle. The Chad puzzle. And eventually somebody will put the pieces all together and realize I'm a fucking murdering psychopath. We should have seen the signs. We were 27 women. I found that being a somewhat mysterious individual can inspire some rumors about you. That's what the drummer in my band likes to joke around, that I'm secretly a serial killer. It's pretty funny. It was funny the first 5,000 times he said it. This is how I know if he's going to listen to this thing, because I dropped that in late, in the very last bit of the episode. That's how I know. That's how I know you cocksuckers listen to this thing. And that's how I know you don't. You can never bring it up. But I don't try to be a mysterious man. I don't. It's just I only reveal things if I consider them to be interesting. And there's not a ton of interesting shit that I do. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy my life. But I realize that most people don't want to hear it. I'm a considerate individual. I'm not going to bore you with banal intricacies of my existence. And you should do the same for me. Please, I don't want to fucking hear it. unless you have some serious issue that you want to talk about. I mean, sometimes you just gotta vent. Whatever. But that's what I'm using this thing for. Well, shit. You know, I think we're at the end here. We're an hour in. Will this be the longest episode yet? And is that a good thing? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks to Dr. Rosenstein for sponsoring the podcast this episode. If you'd like to sponsor the podcast, or if you'd like to send me a question, a query, or you just want to tell me to eat your ass with some peanut butter on it, I don't know. Email the podcast at goingindrypod@gmail.com. That's goingindrypod@gmail.com. Okay. Talk to you sons and bitches later. Peace.